This is question 3 out of section 3.3. It says, what percentage of the general U.S. population have bachelor's degrees? The Statistical Abstract of the U.S., 120th edition, gives the percentages of bachelor's degrees by states. So there's 50 pieces of data here. For convenience, the data are sorted in increasing order. So to begin with, we see 17. So that would be state number 1, 17% of the population has a bachelor's degree. State 2, 18%, and so on. Now in part A, we're asked to do this. Select the box and whisker plot that corresponds to this data. Now we are not going to do any of these problems like this by hand. We're going to have our calculator do it. So first up is let's put this data into our calculator. So we'll start here. Go to Stat. Press the Stat key, and we will select Edit. First one that comes up. And when you select Edit, you get List 1, List 2, List 3. There's 3 others that we can't see. Now you may have data already in this list from some other problem. So you want to clear that data. So run your cursor over to List 1. Get your cursor in List 1. I'll do it like this. Get your cursor in List 1. Use the up arrow to get it all the way to the top so that the L1 is highlighted. All right, highlight the L1. Press Clear on the right column of your calculator. Press Clear and then Enter. When you do that, all the data is cleared out. So you should see L1 and then an empty column. Now, it'll take some time and you have to be careful, but put in the data. So you might put it in either by rows, by columns. It doesn't matter what order you put it in. I did mine, I just went through the rows. I went 17, and then there's an 18, another 18, another 18, dot, dot, dot. I just went all the way to the end till I got that number 38. Now you're going to know if you got all 51 values in there, because at the very end it will say this, List 1, and in parentheses, 51 equals. So it's waiting for the 51st value. That means you've got 50 values in. All right, so you've got all 50 pieces of data in. Now, I recommend that you press second and quit. Second mode, right next to it. It'll quit that window. It'll quit that edit window. Now, you can get your calculator to draw this box plot by doing this. Up at the very top row, you'll see these keys here. Y equals, and then next to it is a window key. And then right in the middle is a key that says zoom. That's the key we want. You want that zoom key. All right, so press zoom, and when you press zoom, scroll down to number 9. Number 9 says zoom stat. And what that does, the zoom stat sets up the window, you know, the max min vertical, the max min horizontal. It'll set your window automatically so you don't have to try to look for the minimum, maximum values to set your window. So you scroll down to 9, you press 9, and that'll give you a zoom stat, and then that box plot should come up. So when I draw mine, I'm getting this. Well, let's see, I'm getting the one that looks like this. Kind of like this, and a longer bar over here. That's what mine looks like. Now when I look at mine, this one here, I try to match it to, well, we got 4 pictures up here. It doesn't look like this one. This horizontal line here is much longer than this one. In my picture, this is short, this is long, and this line appears, say, to the left half of the box. So I'm thinking that, okay, what would it be? This is shorter than this, so geez, I'm thinking this one here. I'm going to claim that it matches this one here. So I would claim that one. Now we can get the calculator to give us other information. So right up at the top there, by that zoom key, right next to the zoom key, there's a key that says trace. Right, you press that key, so press trace. And when you press trace, you have to look closely, but in this middle bar, in this middle box right here, what comes up is right? A little star, right? So it pops up right in the middle, and at the bottom it's telling you that the median, all right, it says the median is 24. All right, so we know what the median of this value is, of this data set is. Now remember, the median is the value 24 such that 50% is below, 50% of the data is above. Now, okay, maybe they're asking that for us, I don't know. But anyway, we got the median. Now, if you press the left arrow key, all right, so press the left arrow key, so arrow over this way, and this cursor now jumps over here. And at the bottom, it says Q1. That's the first quartile. That's 22. Now, press the left arrow key again, and that jumps way over to here, all right? So now you're way over here. And at the bottom, well, at the bottom of your screen, it says the minimum value is 17. And sure enough, if you remember putting in the data, 17 was the smallest number that we put in. Now, press the right arrow key a couple of times to get your cursor over to this position. All right, so your cursor's over there, and it's telling you the third quartile is at 27. Now, that's the third quartile. That's the 75th percentile. So 75% of all the values are 27 or below. Now, press that right arrow key again, and we should be over here at max. Right, the cursor, when you press the right arrow key, comes over. It should be right there. And that's going to give us the maximum piece of data, which is 38. So we should have enough information now to answer all these questions. First of all, here's B. Find the interquartile range. Or I'll do it up here at the very top. Here's B. The IQR, the interquartile range. Well, this is the range from Q3 minus Q1. All right, so Q3 was 27 minus Q1, which is 22. So I'm going to claim that the IQR is 5. So I would put a 5, I'm over here now on the left, I would put a 5 over here. Part C is asking us, well, telling us that Illinois has a bachelor's degree percentage rate of about 26%. Into what quarter does this rate fall? Okay, well, look, 26%. Let's come over and look at our picture. Right here is the minimum. That's 17. We're higher than that, right? This first quartile, Q1, is at 22. All right, we're higher than that. You come over here to the median. The median is 24. We're higher than that. So we come over here. This third quartile is 27, right? We're right here at 26. So where are we? Here is the first. There's the first. There's the second. There's the third. And there's the fourth. I think we're right here in the third quartile. So what are they giving us? Look how they give it. We're not below L1. We're not between Q1 and the median. We're between the median and Q3, right? The median and Q3. All right. So they're asking us to do it that way. So I'm going to claim that answer.